We're down here at Mooloola and we're just about to launch in the afternoon, where there's a nice 10 to 15 knots blowing out there. And the concrete I'm standing on is really hot, so I've got to keep my feet moving. So we're about to fire up and head out. There are heaps of boats on the canals today because most of them don't want to go outside in the wind outside the harbour. There's plenty of party atmosphere about because it's just 2 days after Christmas, and I get the feeling that we'll need to keep a pretty sharp lookout. Carl is coming out with me today and he'll get plenty of practice trimming the headsail. The seas are about 1.5 metres, making moving about on a small boat like this challenging while we're under sail. Some of the larger cruisers and the commercial fishing boats can create a decent wake in the channel. It makes a lot of sense to keep back from the prawn trawlers, as they have a habit of lowering their outriggers inside the heads. You just hope there's not something big trying to get back in at the same time. The mouth of the river is pretty shallow in places, and there's a bit of a steep swell to negotiate while you're under power, but pretty soon we're out in the open water and it's time to raise the sails. We're using the full mainsail and the number 1 headsail today. Plenty of power at all times, and occasionally we'll need to spill a bit of wind, but there's no need for a reef. When you subscribe to this channel you won't get bothered at all, but what it does do is it gets you into more than 60 videos that are organised into playlists, and it makes it a lot easier to watch them in order. It also helps me to grow the channel, where my mission is to inspire others to build, restore and sail trailer boats. I've left the camera running up on the bow, and I'm waiting for a suitable moment to go forward and retrieve it. I wish I had a younger set of legs on board to send up there. Carla's doing a great job keeping her on a steady course to windward while I get the job done. This is not the time for an unexpected jibe. With the thought of jibing front of mind, I set out to do a practice controlled jibe to give Carl some experience. I forgot to tell him to hold on to the sheets, and the port sheet ended up wrapped around the pulpit. So it's time for Carl to go forward and sort all that out so that we can do it all again. He's learning the ropes fast. And there we go again, beautifully executed this time around. This is Mooloola, day after Boxing Day. And the beach looks very well subscribed today. You can't help but be impressed with the technology and the skill that goes into kiteboard foiling. We're transfixed on the spectacle of a guy skimming across on a broad reach. And then a startling thing happens, and we find that his kite is just clearing the masthead. I hate to think what might have happened if his lines had snagged our mast, but all is well and we both sailed on unimpeded. The guys approaching us off the port side are more predictable than the kite foilers. Everywhere on the water, vessels of all sizes are moving about, and many of them are full of the Christmas spirit, if you know what I mean. Mooloola now, you can see the flashing lights, the lead lights. Had a really nice day sailing. Getting along at a pretty good clip there, Carl.
haven't got them lined up.
Paralyzed, like no disguise, no shame. Paradise, the grandest prize, no game. Paraclete shows a pair of hearts to the king.
A big rush on seafood over Christmas. The whole fishing fleet is in port. I've never seen so many fishing boats tied up in Mooloola. Everybody's coming out.
This is the chord that made the first spark explode.
So we've got the wood-fired pizza cruisers. And of course the duck.
It gets a bit squeezy as we attempt to dock. Carl does a pretty good impression of David Warren stepping off onto the pontoon, narrowly avoiding a groin injury.
Turn and turn and turn. Holy souls resting, tired and worn. Travel far, followed all the stars and the sun. Now we're here with a silent ear and one ring. Go a band together and we
Give us a smile. So here we are after a wonderful day sailing, and now we've just got to pack it up and head home. I can definitely feel a beer coming on. How thirsty are you? Very thirsty. Watch you don't cough. Inhale that the wrong way.
Alright, I got you on the move.
Easy, easy does it.
It's a lot easier when you haven't got 2 metre swell.